Well, today we're in my backyard with Mateo, and Tigo's here too, and we're looking at plant diversity. All right, what kind of plant are we looking at now, Tigo?
Ferns.
Ferns. And so ferns are seedless vascular plants. So that means that they have vascular tissue, they have veins in them, so they can grow pretty big, but they don't make seeds. Instead, they make spores. So these little brown dots, what are these little brown dots we're looking at, Tigo?
Sori made of sporangia.
That's right, these are the sori, they're made of sporangia. These are going to make their spores. One of our sour grass flowers, and let's count the petals on it. See how many petals it has.
5.
5 petals. So does that make it a monocot or a dicot? Tigo, what do you think?
A dicot.
A dicot, yeah, also called a eudicot. If we look right here in the very middle of it, we can just see its reproductive parts. We're going to look at something else to see cool reproductive parts. There's a little pollinator. So do you guys know what the bee is trying to get out of these pretty orange blossoms? What's the bee trying to get?
Pollen.
Well, the bee's going to get pollen, but it's trying to get nectar. Nectar's the sweet stuff in there. All right, so let's take a close peek at these orange blossoms. Okay, and what you can see, oh, you do. What you can see sticking out right from the middle, that's going to be the carpel, the tip of the carpel. So let's see what happens when this matures. So when the flower matures into a fruit, so it's been pollinated and it can make a seed. Oh my gosh, oh, I broke it off. Now I feel really bad, but that's okay. I'm just going to grab this one here. So what we can see left is the brown dead carpel, but what's growing down at the bottom, that's going to be the ovary. So the seeds are going to grow in that ovary there. So basically the petals are going to fall off of the flower because they're not needed anymore. Or you can see one here. And all that's going to be left is the ovule, the bottom part of the carpel. So here you can see this one has the ovule still with the rest of the carpel on it. And all the petals have fallen off here. Now that ovule is going to turn into an orange. Hidden is what happens when that ovule gets really, really big. Excuse me, my kids are playing with water guns now. And we get an Mateo, what did you find?
A puppy?
Yeah. How many petals does it have? Can you see?
1, 2, 3, 4.
4 petals. And so these petals go all around in a big circle. Oh, we can see pollen on there too. Do you see the pollen, the yellow pollen? Yeah, that's right. The pollen came off of the anthers of this. Oh, you got it on your finger. Cool. Okay, let's see under here. This one does not have any sepals that we can see. Oh, there might be one over there. There's one sepal on this one. It looks like the sepals have fallen off of this one. Now this plant is going to be radially symmetric. Let's look at a bilaterally symmetric flower. All right, so these little flowers here are bilaterally symmetric. They're so teeny tiny. But you can see you can draw a straight line down the middle and they're mirror image halves. Mateo, put your finger there so everyone can see how teensy tiny these flowers are. Look how little, they're so small. Like this is a good hint that we're looking at a eudicot. The leaves are net-like. Here we have a different leaf pattern, so we're going to zoom in on these leaves here. And you can see that these leaves have veins that are parallel to each other. And that's really standard of a monocot. So what's another kind of monocot, Mateo?
Grass.
Yeah, and that's what we're looking at right now, the grasses. See the grasses? Jump in the grass. So eudicots are going to have flowers that have multiples of 4 or 5 in their flower parts, like their petals, their anthers, their stamens. So these guys have how many petals on their flowers? 5. And so that's going to make these a eudicot. Here we have an oak tree, and it's got some big brown and black galls on it. Matito, do you remember what the galls are?
Not that much.
The galls are infections from insects that build the gall around them to protect them from predators like birds. So how many petals do these little flowers have?
6.
That makes them monocots. Monocots usually have multiples of 3 for their petals and other parts of their flowers.